All right, so the season finale of SAO 2. And wow, they went right through with this. Like, they killed Yuki. It's just, damn. But at least it was, heartfelt and actually a pretty good send off for her. At least one that she deserves. And I gotta say, this episode made me tear up, but at the same time, it made me laugh. Probably not for the right reasons, but, sometimes some people, make up for a tragic event by laughing. It's kind of like a defensive mechanism, I suppose. And that's what I did, because if I didn't laugh at least a couple times, I felt like I would have been, constantly pausing the video, tearing up. And I wanted to focus on the episode and what they were talking about, because a lot of the things they were saying were just beautiful. I mean, the dialogue was great, the animation was great, the emotions you can just see from their faces was amazing. I mean, good God, this was a fantastic episode and a fantastic finale to the season. Anyway, they at first they start off with kind of like a music videos of a kind of thing, like they're showing images of what they're doing, and with music in the background, like no one's talking, there's no dialogue, you just have to assume what they're doing from what you're being shown. And I have to say that Yuki versus Kirito, when they started fighting, I just immediately said, Kirito lost. I don't care what it looked like at the end. Kirito clearly lost that match. He sucks. He just stopped playing the game. I'm kidding, but still, I mean, I had to say that because it was just so funny. Anyway, as soon as that's over, we get back to actual dialogue, and it's revealed that Yuki's dying. She's getting worse, and as soon as I saw that text message on Asuna's phone, even I was just like, oh no, this is gonna hurt me bad. It's like, I was kind of worried for her too. I'm thinking like maybe she'll live, or maybe they'll end the episode before we see her die. I don't know, and it's not that case. She's finally dying. She hands over her unique sword skill to Asuna, so she'll be able to carry it on, and I'll be excited to see her finally use it maybe in the future, because there's so many other seasons that can come out of this series. All the light novels and everything. And at first, I think it's heartfelt that all her friends and even Asuna's friends are there to, surround her and to kind of just say goodbyes. But then as soon as all these hundreds of other fairies come flying in, I mean, I understand she's the greatest swordsman in the game, so it's kind of some form of respect for all the players have for this chick. She's an amazing player. She's done so much. She's impressed everyone. But personally, I feel like a death of a very dear loved one should be closed off to just family and very close friends, because as soon as hundreds and hundreds of people start piling up, I can't help but have the thought in my head of all of them thinking, hey guys, there's a dying girl over here, let's go watch. And that's probably not the intention they were going for, obviously. But, that's one of the reasons why I don't want a huge funeral if I ever die. I just want, close family and friends, kind of keep it small. Because I feel awkward of the thought that during my death there'll be hundreds of people just standing around my corpse. That just makes me feel uncomfortable. But it's still an emotional moment, especially with our friends crying, trying not to say goodbye, saying it's just more like we'll see you later, because we're gonna die too eventually. And it's so hard to watch this when she's saying like, well, don't rush. I mean, I'll be waiting for you guys. I'll always be waiting for you guys. So take your time, live as much life as you can. And it's just so much emotion. It's almost bringing a tear to my eye, but it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous how they animate their crying faces, and just it hurts just to think about it. But either way, she finally dies, have a memorial, and one of her friends comes there saying, I've apparently been getting better, but at the same time it's hard for her to accept that, because she knows that she's keeping Yuki waiting. She doesn't want her to be alone. The thought of her getting better and living her life while her other friends might die before her is kind of hard. And a lot of people don't think about that. They think like, oh, the dying girl, she's the one that's suffering. But then you have to think about the people around her that care about her. They suffer too in some way. They lose a friend for life. And it's hard to keep living knowing they died, never being able to obtain the things you've been able to get, like getting married, having kids, getting a house. And it's really hard for them to move on with that thought in their head. So I like how they brought that up. I will say at the end with Kirito saying, his little invention is going to help with the Medicuboid in future, testing. I'm thinking like, wow, even some random experiment by Kirito is going to help cure people of incurable diseases. He truly is God. But what really made me laugh at the end was the realization that it was Akihiko, the original creator of SAO, who actually donated the Medicuboid to the hospital, telling them, hey, this can help you cure illnesses and help these poor children who are suffering, ease their pain, find ways to make them better. And I'm thinking, like, even from the grave, he's coming out with these solutions and all these amazing inventions, curing people of incurable diseases. And it just made me laugh because I can only imagine him in cyberspace, or maybe he's dead. We don't know. We still don't have an answer to that, which I'm hoping we finally get an answer to that next season. It does seem like it's a mystery that Kirito wants to solve, but it just seems like Akihiko's up there in heaven or in cyberworld somewhere, like, yeah, even when I'm gone, I'm still influencing the world. I'm just that awesome. And that's one of the scenes that made me laugh. But anyway, like I said, this was a beautiful episode. I laughed in moments to ease the pain that I was feeling for this kid. This kid was just amazing. I mean, she's lived a life of constant fighting, her disease, her sadness, the thought of losing her friends. And I mean, that's just amazing. The fact that this show was able to capture that kind of powerful emotion, in only like half a season, less than half a season, was just amazing. I kind of just wish the rest of the season could have been this intense, this beautiful. And it wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. The first half of the season was just, pretty amazing in itself, but it, lacked compared to this, Mother's Rosario. Mother's Rosario was just beautiful. That's all I can say about it. Either way, I can't wait for what's going to come next of the series. So till then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye-bye.